Julian dives into the instance, finds his wife's diabetes report, and escapes like a superhero before the drivers return. To raise money, she sold nearly all her furniture. Her son even imitated, drawing his dad's likeness on the wall. At night, her brother came knocking. Though she refused, neighbors' tolerance of his noise ran out, forcing her to let him in. Ignored calls left little bro anxious as ants on a hot pan, but they just had a brief quarrel. Big bro reveals sold all furniture at Lisa's parents' old house, and plans to leave next month. He told his brother this choice might save Lisa, but family gatherings turned into a shootout. Uncertain timelines abound. Julian, thinking of his wife, faces a new surprise. Shall be moved to Rain Prison, with medical care like a 5-star hotel. She must leave town in 3 days. This throws Julian's plans into disarray. He calls his lawyer frantically, but time's running out for selling the house. Relying on selling the house is almost a joke, and Julian's mind races. Why not try something a bit bolder? He retrieves that trusty old gun, grabs a black bag, and drops his son at the grandparents. If cash isn't found, all plans go poof. So action is a must today. She stands confidently at the bank, ready to score some cash tonight. No turning back now, armed with her gun and bag. She hesitates, as robbing a bank's a bad idea for a teacher, so waits until later. Julian hits the streets and plans to take action against those bad guys. She flags down a luxury car and, like something out of a movie, successfully kidnaps a drug dealer who's terrified. He claims to be a small fry with petty cash, names his boss hurriedly, scared witless. The kid, trembling, makes his way to the boss place as Julian rings the doorbell. The boss opens up, and his dog bolts right at him. What a welcome. Under the threat of a gun, he keeps it under control. Boss, brimming with confidence, believes the man won't shoot. He won't reveal where the cash is. Julian keeps pressing, while the kid, terror-stricken, starts sweating bullets. They're counting down 3, 2, 1. Finally, he reveals the money is under the couch. Julian swings it, and Boyle Current's assigned cash appears. The boss eyes the gun. After 3 counts, the kid nears plus or minus a pound of cue to break down a grove Chinese letter U amount a quarter and spells where the money is hidden. Julian swiftly moves the couch, and sure enough, it's packed with cash. The boss fires a shot, grazing Julian's arm. Julian retaliates and makes a run for it with the weeping kid, and the getaway car playfully smashes the tail. After 2 stops, she left the guy at the bus stop, then went to a gas station for her wounds. What a thrill. At 3 a.m., Julian returns to his folks' place and has a surprise chat with Dad, who just nods like he's in a movie. Upon entering, Dad feels odd, opens Julian's clothes, and discovers hidden documents. Subtitles: the docs are for the daughter-in-law and grandson, but with changed names. 3 overseas tickets. Dad suddenly realizes. Son's about to make a big decision, and Julian watches him, feeling like a big shot with a mountain of bottled-up troubles. The morning sends Julian off with a twist. After kissing Mom, he and Dad share a bro hug. Meanwhile, cops show up at the dealer's house. Gunfire's just another Tuesday. Neighbors reported a crash last night, and cops find a tail light shot. It's comically already on its way to forensics. Julian tears up the war plan, bags it, and tosses it into different bins. With her son, they arrive outside the hospital. The report delivery to prison is near, so Julian takes a deep breath to act. Seizing the moment while the driver steps out, she hops in, swaps her wife's test report, and checks into a hotel nearby using a new identity. It's like a spam movie. Julian tucks her son in, reminding him that if he wakes up and doesn't see Dad, no worries, go play with your toys, and ignore anyone who knocks. Oscar obediently agrees, and by the next morning, the plan is in motion, with Julian all set. It all hinges on this move. After kissing her son, she acts, and police confirm the wreckage is from an antique car. Only 2 are still driving, a German and his wife, serving 20 years. The detective glanced at the photo and ordered an investigation starting with Julian. The prison doctor arrives, and a nurse notices something odd. The examination report looks scary, with numbers soaring. The nurses have no choice but to call the lab. Julian cuts the phone line, exclaims, for safety, he must go to hospital. The police arrive at Julian's place. I circumflex thorny grovy Yamatsu Rilicletta 4E7 Ave. The sheriff asks maintenance for keys, suspecting Julian's mystery. They lack the right to barge in, but can cite plumbing check. The assassin's out. Julian's blame worsens. His wife's in the car, everything under control. The staff opens the door empty inside. The sheriff realizes, orders men to call prison, but too late. Julian follows undetected like a spy. Sheriff, Following the ambulance, senses trouble, calls reinforcements quickly as the assassin is wheeled in. But just then, guess who the incoming doctor is? Julian. Don't move, back off, and stop messing around. Roll up your sleeves, don't move, quick. Let him go, get up, don't move, hurry. Let him go, Julian, come on. Let him go, let's do this. The police arrive upstairs, and upon seeing her, Julian ducks into other patient rooms. It's awkward, but after the cops pass, she finally makes her exit with her wife. Cops burst into the room. The sheriff's call backfires, let him go. With no other option, Julian pulls the trigger, buying herself time to escape, rushing into the elevator and hastily loading her clip. Haha, don't ignore me.